Italy news. Guy Verhofstadt seizes on EU crisis to demand more European integration. Brussels has been plunged into chaos after the Five-Star Movement and Lega's anti-EU coalition were denied the opportunity to form a government by Italian President Sergio Mattarella, sparking a constitutional crisis in Rome. EU leaders waded into the argument, most notably the bloc's budget chief Gunther Oettinger said Italians electing populists is not acceptable, sparking a furious exchange amongst Brussels' most senior officials. The rift has caused chaos across Europe, with the bloc's single currency nosedived, bond yields soured. The pound didn't survive the sell-off, falling to a 6-month low against the dollar. Many European MPs used Wednesday morning's plenary session in Strasbourg to voice an opinion on the issue, with European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker and his countryman, Luxembourg Prime Minister Xavier Bettel in attendance. Italy is not struggling because of the euro, but because of lack of structural reforms. Guy Verhofstadt. Mr. Verhofstadt hit back at suggestions the EU's single currency has played a crucial role in Italy's Euroscepticism after leaked coalition agreement documents hinted of the possibility of a opt-out referendum on the Eurozone. The Lega election pledge never made into official proposals offered to President Mattarella, but their proposed Eurosceptic finance minister was enough to bring negotiations crashing down. Mr. Verhofstadt, who is on a crusade for further European Union integration, used the political crisis in Rome to push the bloc further towards French President Emmanuel Macron's vision for a close-knit Eurozone. Mr. Macron proposed a European Minister for Finance, a separate Eurozone budget and a new bailout mechanism. Writing on Twitter, Mr. Verhofstadt said, "Italy is not struggling because of the euro, but because of lack of structural reforms. Italy should do what France has started to do. Reforms, 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 and Italy will be saved." 5 Stars chief MEP Laura Agee sought to ease tensions with her own speech, displaying that any EU frenzy over Italy is self-inflicted by Brussels. But the Italian did, however, warn the EU's future is at risk, not because of the lack of government in Rome, but because of Brussels' failure to adapt. She said, "We do not want to destroy either the European Union, the euro, or the markets. Is Europe at risk? Yes, and it is not our fault, but because of this failed present that you have built, Europe will have a future if we change some treaties. First of all, we need to rediscuss the austerity measures. Furthermore, we must review the bad EU management of the immigration flux. We are sure that it is only a question of time for the government of change to be born in Italy."